Have you ever noticed that some older adults unintentionally create distance between themselves and others? They may believe they're behaving as they always have, yet those around them pick up on things they don't. It's not about gray hair or wrinkles. It's about behaviors, small, often unspoken habits that can make others feel uneasy, disconnected, or reluctant to engage. And while most people won't point it out directly, they absolutely see it. In this video, we're going to explore 8 unattractive habits many seniors fall into, patterns others notice but rarely mention out of courtesy. These behaviors can quietly affect your reputation, your relationships, and even your sense of fulfillment. The encouraging part? Every one of them can be improved. In fact, growing older often gives you more control, not less, over how people experience your presence. If you care about being respected, staying confident, and maintaining meaningful connections as you age, this may shift your perspective in powerful ways. Let's begin. Number 1. Complaining constantly. One of the quickest ways older adults unknowingly push people away is through frequent complaining. It's not always loud or angry. Sometimes it shows up as ongoing frustration about the weather, politics, rising prices, or how things used to be better. But when nearly every conversation carries a negative tone, people begin to withdraw. What feels like harmless venting to you can feel emotionally draining to someone else. Human nature is protective. People instinctively step back from environments that feel heavy or discouraging. Family members, friends, and even neighbors may limit interaction, not out of dislike, but out of self-preservation. Many seniors don't realize they've become a source of that emotional weight. This doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. Life after 60 brings real challenges, physical discomfort, loss, and change. But wisdom shows in how those realities are expressed. There's a clear difference between acknowledging hardship and living in bitterness. One person might say, "It's been a tough season, but I'm thankful for what remains." Another might insist, "Everything has gone downhill." One invites connection, the other builds distance. Choosing gratitude over chronic complaint doesn't ignore reality, it reframes it. When you speak with balance and perspective, you show that strength matures with age. In a world filled with noise and frustration, steady optimism becomes something people are drawn to. That's the quiet influence of grace later in life. Number 2. Neglecting personal presentation. Another common pattern is gradually giving up on appearance. Some seniors shrug and say, "At this point, it doesn't matter." But the truth is, it still does. Presentation isn't about vanity or trying to look younger. It reflects self-respect and awareness. When grooming slips, clothes are consistently wrinkled or stained, or hygiene is overlooked, it can unintentionally communicate a lack of care. It suggests surrender rather than confidence. You don't need designer outfits or trendy styles. Simple cleanliness, neat hair, and basic hygiene speak volumes. They signal discipline, pride, and self-worth, qualities people deeply admire in older adults. Self-care also affects your internal state. When you take time to look presentable, you often feel more alert and capable. Posture improves. Conversations flow more easily. You carry yourself with renewed assurance. And yes, your family notices. Your children and grandchildren may never comment, but when you appear well-kept and composed, they see dignity. You demonstrate that aging doesn't mean disappearing. It can represent refinement, composure, and earned authority. If you're still watching and finding value here, comment number 2 below so I know you're with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so and turning on notifications. Your support helps us continue sharing meaningful insights. Now, let's continue. Number 3. Dominating conversations. Many seniors fall into this habit unintentionally. After decades of experiences, stories come easily. There's wisdom to share. But when discussions consistently revolve around your history, your health, your family, or your opinions, others may begin to disengage. It's not that your experiences lack importance, it's that everyone wants to feel heard. Conversations lose warmth when they become one-sided. It might begin harmlessly, sharing an update, recalling a memory, but gradually the other person hasn't spoken in several minutes. They may nod politely while mentally drifting elsewhere. Even unintentional self-focus can make others feel overlooked, and when someone feels unseen, connection fades quickly. Healthy dialogue is balanced. Sometimes you share, sometimes you listen. Ask thoughtful questions, show genuine interest. When someone opens up, resist the urge to immediately compare with your own story or offer advice. Instead, respond with curiosity. Simple phrases like, "How did that feel for you?" Or, "Tell me more about that." Deepen bonds. The most respected older adults aren't necessarily the most talkative. They're the ones who make others feel valued. They listen carefully. They remember details. People leave their presence thinking, "They really paid attention to me." That quality creates lasting respect and affection in later years. Number 4. Resisting change. Few habits age someone faster than inflexibility. Some seniors proudly declare, "I've always done it this way and I'm not changing." While that may feel like strength, it can quietly create separation. The world evolves. Communication, technology, and social norms shift over time. Refusing to adapt doesn't protect identity, it can lead to isolation. Consider how much daily life has transformed over the past few decades. Wisdom isn't clinging rigidly to the past, it's discerning what to carry forward and what to adjust gracefully. An older adult who learns to video chat with grandchildren or navigate online services isn't trying to seem young. They're demonstrating openness and mental agility. Meanwhile, constant criticism of modern ways can push people away. Often, the barrier isn't ability, it's unwillingness. Aging well requires curiosity. You don't have to embrace every trend, but staying willing to learn keeps your mind sharp and your interactions relevant. When you say, "Show me how that works," you invite connection. When you dismiss something outright, you may close a door. If you're still here and gaining insight, comment number 4 below so I know you're engaged. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider joining us and activating the bell. Your support allows us to keep creating content that informs and uplifts. Let's keep moving forward together. Number 5. Constant negativity. There's a behavior that quietly pushes people away, even the ones who care about you most, and that's ongoing negativity. Some older adults fall into a steady pattern of pointing out what's wrong. The weather is terrible, prices keep rising, politics are a mess, their body aches. Those concerns are real. But when frustration becomes the soundtrack of every conversation, it slowly drains the atmosphere in any room. You've likely witnessed it. Someone arrives in a good mood, but after listening to nonstop complaints, their energy drops. It's not that they're indifferent, it's that repeated negativity leaves them feeling powerless. They can't solve every discomfort, and when nearly every subject returns to what's broken, they eventually stop engaging. What often goes unnoticed is this: your language influences your outlook. When your words consistently highlight problems, your mind starts filtering for more of them. But when you speak about what remains meaningful, your strength, your loved ones, your memories, even the morning light through the window, you create a different emotional climate, one that invites connection instead of distance. The seniors who earn the most respect aren't those with perfect lives. They're the ones who carry hardship with grace, humor, and appreciation. They may face similar struggles, yet they speak with balance and warmth. That spirit draws others close because it feels steady and reassuring. It communicates, life has challenges, but I'm grateful today. A gentle smile, a thoughtful comment, a light-hearted chuckle, these are expressions of dignity. They require little effort, yet they uplift everyone nearby, including you. Number 6. Overlooking hygiene and self-care. This topic can feel awkward, but it's something people quietly observe. As routines change with age, tasks that once felt automatic may become inconvenient. Bathing can seem tiring. Nail care may feel unnecessary. Clothing choices shift toward comfort alone. However, letting these details slide affects more than outward appearance. It influences self-perception. When personal care declines, self-assurance often follows. You may avoid social events, skip opportunities to connect, and gradually sense that others interact differently, even if unintentionally. Cleanliness and grooming send subtle signals of self-worth. They communicate, "I still value myself." That message shapes how people respond to you. It fosters dignity, warmth, and quiet respect that no speech can replace. I once spoke with a gentleman in his late 70s who shared something memorable. He said, "I shave each morning, even if I'm staying home, because I see myself." That mindset reflects inner pride. It isn't about appearance for others. It's about honoring your own existence. Simple habits matter. Brushing your hair, wearing fresh clothes, caring for your skin, maintaining oral hygiene. These actions reflect vitality. People may never voice their observations, but they sense the difference. A well-kept elder radiates composure and confidence, while neglect gradually diminishes both. If you're still here and gaining insight, comment number 6 below so I know you're watching. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so and turning on notifications. Your encouragement helps us continue sharing meaningful content. Now, let's continue. Number 7, excessive self-focus. This point can be difficult to acknowledge, yet it happens more often than we realize. As individuals grow older, attention naturally shifts toward personal health, discomfort, memories, and loss. That's understandable. But when conversations consistently revolve around my situation, my aches, or my past, those nearby can begin to feel overlooked. They may continue visiting, yet emotionally they drift. True magnetism in later years isn't about speaking the most, it's about listening well. An elder who shows sincere interest in others, remembers small details, and asks thoughtful questions becomes someone people genuinely enjoy spending time with. Emotional generosity remains powerful at any age. It doesn't require money or constant advice. It requires attention, empathy, and kindness. When you help others feel acknowledged, you demonstrate that age enhances relevance rather than diminishes it. You carry decades of experience capable of guiding and encouraging others. Yet wisdom shines brightest when delivered with humility, not dominance. Sometimes people don't realize they're interrupting frequently or dismissing younger viewpoints, but others notice, and they gradually withdraw. The most poised older adults understand balance. They know when to offer insight and when to simply listen. That equilibrium transforms simple conversations into meaningful exchanges. When you shift attention toward others, you don't lose significance, you strengthen connection. That's what makes someone truly memorable. Number 8, letting curiosity fade. Perhaps the most unfortunate shift that can occur with age isn't physical, it's internal. Some individuals stop exploring, questioning, or discovering. They settle deeply into routine, and their world narrows. They stop wondering how things work or trying something unfamiliar, thinking, "Why bother at this stage?" Yet that mindset quietly diminishes vitality more than the passing of years ever could. Curiosity keeps the spirit engaged. It doesn't require formal education or mastering complex technology. It can be as simple as reading about a new topic, planting herbs on a windowsill, experimenting with a recipe, or asking a younger family member about their interests. Each time you remain curious, your mind stays active. There's a noticeable spark in people who continue to learn. Lines may appear on their faces, but brightness remains in their eyes. You sense it in conversation. They stimulate thought, invite laughter, and inspire perspective. They demonstrate that aging doesn't mean shutting doors, it means thoughtfully choosing which ones to open next. Older adults who maintain curiosity often report greater fulfillment. They aren't disengaged, they're lifelong learners, even if their surroundings have become smaller. Don't allow routine to dull your sense of wonder. You may not scale mountains anymore, but you can still explore ideas, relationships, and new sources of joy. Curiosity keeps the inner life vibrant, and that vitality is what truly sustains a person. Growing older isn't about fading away, It's about becoming wiser and stronger inside. Age is a gift, and every year gives you a new chance to grow, learn, and live with purpose. If today's message touched you, share one lesson you're taking with you in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs it. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you in the next one.